Hello everyone, it's Emily here from Senior Helpers, and today we're joined by Shelly, who is with Straightline Fitness Studio, and she is here to give us an exclusive little fitness session, and we're so lucky to have her join us. So thank you so much, Shelly.
Absolutely, Emily. Thank you, and for Senior Helpers for hosting this. Welcome, everybody. This is Straightline Fitness Virtual Studio, and today I'm going to go over some exercises that you can do easily in a chair at home. Just make sure the chair doesn't have wheels so that you don't go for a ride, but a nice sturdy chair, and we call these living room friendly workouts. So we're going to begin by warming up our legs. If you got our message last time, you would have a roll of paper towels and a tennis ball. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. But next time you do these exercises, it'll be a little bit more fun. All right, so we're gonna sit in our chair, nice and tall, really good posture. And I'm back here, I'll talk a little louder, but I wanted you to be able to see my legs. So we're gonna have nice tall posture. Try to have your shoulders over your hip socket right here, and then extend your leg out. So you can feel the quads engage, and you can feel the hamstrings stretch. So we're gonna do that a few times. Let's just warm up our legs before we do something a little bit more involved. 2 more. Really try to make an effort to make your legs straight. Last one. Good. All right, and now we're going to get to the other one. So again, you can feel the quad engage. You can feel the hamstring stretch. Have your toes pointed up towards the ceiling if you can. Okay, let's do 2 more. Good. And we're going to do this next set with a tennis ball. Now, if you don't have a tennis ball, you're just going to do the set again. If you do have a tennis ball, just put it right under the hamstring, kind of in the middle, because you're going to feel things just open up and spread out in a different way. So you can see I have it tucked under there. And now I'm going to warm up my leg again. Same exercise that we did before. So you'll find that with these living room friendly exercises, they're really easy to fit in through your day. You don't have to do things all at once. You can break things up and do a couple in the morning, in the afternoon and evening. And frequency of these exercises is better than doing 2 days and then never again for another week and then a whole bunch on 2 days. If you get 5 or 10 minutes every day, that is going to be awesome. You can grow from there. Okay, let's do a couple more here. And we always try to work, at Straightline, we always try to work on things that will make our spine nice and flexible. So we're going to sit up tall again, and then I'm going to give myself a little twist. So I'm not trying to push on anything. I'm not trying to pop my back. This is just hand on the outside of the knee and then on the back of the chair, and just a very gentle, like 10% of pressure here to twist. And then I'll go back to the other side like this. Okay, and you want to do this slow because you're going to feel things in your spine. Some things are going to be on board and some things are going to be a little rusty. Whatever's rusty, we want to hydrate that. So we're going to keep going back and forth. Your spine gets nutrition from movement. Movement is key. Nice. All right, so now we're going to sit to the outer edge of our chair. You can see me scooting forward just a little bit. So I'm here at the outer edge, and I'm going to extend one leg forward, and I'm just going to bend over it and come right back. This is a little bit more flowy into the hamstring, and come right back. So when you're finding these stretches, we're keeping an active stretch. It's where you find the stretch, and then you come right back out of it. I'm not holding things for a long time, because I want my muscle to kind of get that springy feel of the connective tissue back in. And if things are stale and stagnant and they're not used to moving, it's really important that you would not hold something for a really long time, that you do the active stretch like I'm doing. All right, let's extend the other leg. And again, you're going to square up and then bend over it. Nice and slow.
All right, let's get that.
Okay, lean forward. We're bending at the waist. Here we go. Good. Nice and slow. We're going to do a couple more. Nice. I think she's talking to somebody else. Okay. And now I'm going to face you in the chair so that you can see this. So we're going to continue with our flexible spine, and you're just going to tick-tock back and forth nice and slow, okay? And now the thing that I wanted to talk to you about this is you don't want to just end up over here. Think about your spine like a candy cane, and you're actually trying to curve. If you can see, I make one side of me short and one side of me long. I'm not just ending up over here in a diagonal slant. So think about your spine as a candy cane. Here we go. Good. Back and forth.
So now we got A.
Okay. Doing good so far. Let's do one more each side.
That's C.
Good.
Tell me when.
And then over here. And now you're going to pick up your arms like this. And from the side, you'll have this view. You can see my elbow is lined up with my ribs, and it's tracking with my shoulder. I'm not forward like this, okay? So we're here holding an imaginary beach ball. And now we're going to flex and bend to each side, holding that imaginary beach ball, and you're gonna feel all kinds of things moving. You're gonna feel the ribs opening up like an accordion. You're gonna feel the spot in between your shoulder blades back there. The thoracic doesn't move very often, so it's nice to make these movements happen and grease everything for us. Great. Okay, so far so good. One more each side. Nice. All right. Now, if you have your tennis ball, you can grab your tennis ball. If not, you can just join me with your hands. Hold the ball in the palm of your hands, and the elbows are going to come up. So again, we're not down here. Elbows are up. Spine is lifted. From the side, it looks like this. Okay. And we're going to push in. Imagine that you're just trying to push in and pop that ball. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, up. Push. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. We're going to do 5 of these. Up. Push. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Here we go. Push. 3, 2, 1. Good. And last one. Up and push. 3, 2, 1. That's great. All right. So if you have a roll of paper towels, this is a really good tool for strengthening our adductors. Adductors are inside the legs. And if not, you can just try it with your fist. And next time, just have a paper towel roll. So you're going to hold this here and then squeeze in like you're trying to shorten the distance in between your knees. And you're going to hold that for a 3 count and then let everything go and relax. And then squeeze in again. 2, 1, and relax. Good. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. One more time. And squeeze. 3, 2, 1. That was awesome. That's all we needed to do. Good job. I bet you never look at paper towels the same way again. Okay, so I'm going to come up from the chair and I'm going to spin it around so that you can see I have the tall back facing me. I'm going to hold on to this and then pull my hips back and then come right back up. So this is connecting through hamstrings, through the glutes into our low back. It's very important that you don't just kind of slump down into it. You really want to pull the hips back, keep the weight in the heels. You can hold on to the chair for balance and then stand up tall. Now, when I do this, I can go back quite a ways, but I've worked on this for a long time. So when you're working on this, just find that stretch, that maybe like 5 or 6 out of 10 intensity, and then come back up. Slight squeeze in the glutes. Okay, you're activating glute medius, and you're going to bend and come back up. Again, I'm not bending over into the chair. I'm holding on here and then pulling my hips back and then standing right up. Nothing in your back should be bothering you. If it is, maybe pay attention if your hips are going back, if your weight is in your heels, and how far down you're going. You can modify anything you need to. Stand up tall, slight squeeze in the glutes, okay? Down again, slow. Good. Slight squeeze in the glutes. Okay, let's do a couple more. Nice job. So you know how much, if you've done our workout series before, you know how much we love balance and how important it is, right? Because falling can be a serious risk. So I'm going to take off my shoes so that you can see my feet. And again, we're going to use this tennis ball. If you have a golf ball, that works too, but I like the tennis ball because it has a better feel. I'm going to put it on the floor and I'm going to hold onto the chair with one hand. And all I need to do is work the tennis ball back and forth like this. What I'm doing is opening up any adhesions that would be on the bottom of my foot that keeps me from having a nice spread foot when I walk around. So if your feet are just kind of like crumpled in, you want to work to open up the space in between the metatarsals. So open up your toes, okay, foot here on the tennis ball, and we're gonna rock back and forth. You can also put your heel down and then go back and forth like this. Okay, just like that. All right, let's do the other one. So still holding on to the chair for some balance, you're gonna open up your feet, your toes, and back and forth. There we go. Good. You can also, I have some clients that do this seated because they're working on their balance and they're pretty new at it. So they don't like standing and doing this. And they'll sit down and do it, which is totally fine. You can absolutely do that. Okay, so let's put our heel down and then walk back and forth. Just a nice little foot massage here. You control the pressure. All right. As always, anytime you do any kind of fitness or movement or body work, make sure that you're hydrating a lot afterwards, because things that were really tight and Velcroed together are going to want to fluff up and expand. And it's important that the water is there in order to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to put the tennis ball aside. Our feet are nice, wide, and open, and I'm going to work on squatting into a chair. So I'm just going to pull you back up a little bit. Okay. All right. So here, we're going to squat into our chair. Go ahead, have a seat first. This is how we train our clients that are older and just need to relearn these movements. So you're going to have a seat first. And you can see my feet, I'm sitting on the outer part of the chair, and my feet are way over here. I'm not very close to the chair like this, because that would be way too much pressure on my knees. So my feet are out. I'm going to widen them a little bit, and then I'm going to lean forward and stand up tall, squeezing the bum, and then I'm going to go in reverse and work back to where I'm sitting in the chair again. Okay, so if that's a little too far of a distance for you, you can put some yoga blocks down, and that will help you close the gap on that distance. But another thing I can tell you is if you come up and it's hard to get down and you don't have it and you fall, that's okay. That's what the chair is there for. So with this repetition, you will build those muscles, and you will one day be able to touch down on the chair and then come back up. But we all know people that find it very hard to get in and out of a chair, and they start rocking and they start to get that momentum so that they can throw themselves out of the chair. So if we just take a little bit every day, a little bit of time, and we work on this move, coming up, you can see how slow I'm going, and then we're going to go back down, slow, here, down. Okay, that's it. You are on your way to a squat. All right, so good job. Let's do about 4 more. Nice and slow. You can come up. Good. And then down at the outer edge of the chair here, the final third of the chair, and then up, slow, and then back down. You can see how slow I'm moving. Now, if you like the way that we break things down, we actually do have an online series. It's called Fit in 4, and it's over 8 workouts over a month. And we break down movements for you just like this, so that you can start to re-coordinate your body with balance, with endurance and strength. And then things like getting up and down from a ladder aren't very scary, or picking up heavy groceries or something like that. All right, what else did I want to do? So that was good. That was the squat lesson. We're going to turn around our chair again, and I'm going to show you a staggered step. So if you can see my feet, you have your feet here. We're going to draw the line with our right foot and take this back. Okay, I am still able to hold on to the chair, but what I hope to do is be able to take things into a nice twist like this. If at any time I feel unstable, I got the chair, right? So this move can be pretty difficult if you don't have good balance and good awareness of where you are in space. Okay, so now we're going to come back to center, and we're going to step forward with our right foot again. We have one more foot to do. So put your body weight into the right, take the left, draw a line backwards with your foot, staggered step. I got my chair if I need it. Arms out, and a slow twist. Again, this is flexible spine. You're going to turn. And then also working on your proprioception so that you know where you're at in space. Let's do one more each side. Good. And now we have only spent 15 minutes to work on this. Ta-da, good job. So remember, frequency is key. I'm Shelly with Straightline Fitness Studio. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.
Thank you so much, Shelly. That was great. I'm so glad that you addressed, fall risks and getting up out of the chair. And these are all really, really important as we age. And if anyone is interested, go check out their 8-week program. I'm sure you'll get so many tips on how to stay healthy and stay out of the hospital and stay out of rehab.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Seniors that move is where we want you. All right, Emily, thanks so much for hosting us.
Of course. Thank you.
See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.